Hey lemon squeezies, it's Ain't That a Mother, and I'm actually coming through to do a mommy update video. I know it's been a really long time since I've done an update video, and I'm definitely going to do a video featuring Pinky so you guys can get lots of time with her, and I can update you on everything that's going on with her. But in this video, I just felt the need to keep it real about what's been going on with me, and just some struggles that maybe some other new moms out there can understand, things like that. And I've really missed my YouTube subscribers. I've had a lot of people texting me and hitting me on Facebook and things like that, wanting to know where I am, if everything's okay, and when I'm going to do my next update video. If I'm looking off to the side, it's because my phone finally died. It got water damage. I had a Galaxy S2. It got water damage while I was pregnant. And then it finally died a month ago. So it was about time for a new phone anyway. But because it died unexpectedly, I just had to get like a little cheap replacement phone really quick. So the phone that I have now doesn't have a front camera. So I'm just trying to make sure I'm still in frame and everything by checking the mirror behind me. So just excuse me for that, but it just feels really good to do an update video. This is something that I've been wanting to do for a while, and I just haven't had the opportunity to, just because the challenges of motherhood are real. The struggle is real, especially for a stay-at-home mom. So I just wanted to check in with everybody and let you know what's going on with me. So basically, let's see, where should I start? Okay, so my birthday is coming up July 15th. I'm a Cancer, and my daughter just recently turned 1. And keep in mind all the time that we dedicate to becoming mothers. So TTCing, I did 4 cycles of TTCing over 6 months. And then actually being pregnant, which I was only pregnant for 8 months in 1 week because she came 3 weeks early. And then actually being a parent. So that's a lot of time that I've invested in my daughter. And I've always wanted to be the best mom that I can be. But something that I just recently realized, like within the last 2 weeks, is that I've been so overly absorbed in my life as a mom that I've completely forgotten about myself, completely forgotten about my relationship. And now to be on the outside looking in, I don't understand really how I let it get that far. But it's just something in me that's changed. So like with my birthday coming, I'm about to be 31. I just really felt the need to do like a mommy makeover. So like my hair had gotten really dry. It had started to fall out, which is part of me having the thyroid issue anyway. But my hair was just like a complete and utter wreck. So I have made a conscious decision to start making, taking better care of my hair. I've invested in some Shea Moisture products, which work incredibly. My hair, I've only been using those products for, Sunday was a week. Today's Wednesday. So a week and a half I've been using products, and I absolutely see a complete change in my hair. Lots of volume, lots of curls. My curls are nice and defined. My hair is just a lot easier to maintain. It's not combing out constantly. So I'm trying to take better care of myself. Also with my skin, this weekend I've been doing lots of research on some different things to do with my skin and different products to try and stuff like that. So this weekend I think I'm going to go and I'm going to get some of the Neutrogena Visibly Even. I'm going to get the face wash, and I'm going to get the moisturizer, and I'm going to try that out, and hopefully if I remember I'll be able to check back with you guys and let you know how it worked for me. But that's the commercial that has like Kerry Washington in it. I think there's another one too that has Gabrielle Union in it. And it's just supposed to be something that's supposed to make your skin nice and even, which I don't really have a lot of skin issues. But like, I don't know if you could tell, but like I started to break out right here, like right around my hairline. And I think, I didn't realize it until I had talked to my sister, but I think it may have been from the hair gel that I was using. I couldn't really afford to go and buy products like the Shea Moisture is like $10 at Walgreens just for the deep conditioner, and then for the styler it's like another $10 or something. So I didn't have $20 just to spend on myself, just on hair supplies. And then I'm the type of mom where if I did have the money, I would feel guilty and I would end up spending it on my daughter anyway. So Walgreens recently came out with these smaller size that are like in a squeeze tube that are only $5 a piece. So I was basically able to get 2 products for the price of 1. So I started using that, but in the meantime, when I couldn't afford to do that, I was using just regular clear like Ampro gel, which definitely holds my hair and gives it that good crunch and everything like that. But because of the heat and the humidity down here, when I would sweat, it would like run into my face, and I believe that's what caused all these breakouts right on my hairline. And since I've stopped using it, my skin is starting to clear up. Like, there's really no bumps. They're all just like scars at this point from where the bumps have healed. But my sister was the one who pointed it out to me, like, well, maybe it's that hair gel, and I had never thought about it. Excuse me, I'm a little sweaty. I just got out the shower not too long ago and put lotion on my face, and so I always sweat when I put lotion on my face, which is another reason why I want to try something that's meant to moisturize your face. Let's see. So yeah, investing more in myself. For my birthday, Pop's like, well, what do you want for your birthday? I really think I just want to go shopping. I want a mommy wardrobe. I spend 90% of my time in pajamas, and then when I do have the opportunity to go out, I have nothing to wear because I don't shop. And the last time I went shopping was in November when I went home to go visit my family. So all of that was like long sleeves and sweaters and stuff like that. Last summer I was pregnant. And the summer before that, I was still working at the boot store, so I was constantly wearing uniforms. So I have 0 clothes. So I think I really just want to go shopping, and I don't want to do anything extravagant. Just, you know, some tank tops, some shorts, some capris, flip-flops, you know, just so that when I do want to step out, I do have something nice to put on besides winter clothes. Or stuff that's like from 3-4 years ago that I really can't fit anymore, but I just put it on because I had nothing else to wear. Getting dressed and going out is still a big source of stress for me because I never really have gotten my confidence back after having the baby. And it's not so much a body issue, it's more of, I know how I used to dress. I wore a lot of high heels and really expensive clothes and stuff, and now with me being a stay-at-home mom, I can't live on that same level anymore. So a lot of it is just feeling judged when I go out, or frustration because I'm trying to get my hair to act right and it won't, or you know, me not having worn makeup really at all since having my daughter, and so I go to put makeup on, I can't find things, or they're all dried out. So it's just been really frustrating for me. So that's something that I'm really focusing on. I've also been feeling kind of like maybe I want to go back to work lately. And not anything, like I don't feel the need to go take over the world or anything like that. I just kind of want to do something more laid back, like maybe be a receptionist, or there's a new Walmart that's opening up near my house. I wouldn't mind doing something like that. I don't really want to work full time because it's not really necessary for me to, but I do miss having my own money. I miss being able to, you know, go and take money and go and do what I want to do. If I want to go to the nail shop, or if I need my eyebrows done, or whatever that the case may be, or even if it's a particular item that I want to get for my daughter without me having to go to Pop and be like, look, I want to get this, can I get money for it, whatever. I miss having my own money. I miss having that adult interaction on a daily basis. I miss having some place to go. I miss having a reason to get up and get dressed every day, besides getting dressed just to get back in the bed with my daughter, or to go sit on the patio in the backyard or something, you know, like I just miss that. But I don't miss the whole rat race of it. Like, before I moved to New Orleans, I started working, I was 15 and a half. I've always worked my whole life, sometimes working 2 and 3 jobs at a time. Always been very independent, paid all my own bills, had my own place, and I thought that was a good life. I looked at everybody else that had that sense of community as being weak because I felt like they needed other people in order to survive. And it was just this thing in me where I just felt like I didn't need anyone and I could do everything on my own. Well, now fast forward to me now, me being a stay-at-home mom and me having the support of Pop's family and not having to constantly work just to be broke and pay bills and things like that. It's giving me an opportunity to see the finer things in life, what it's like to actually be at family gatherings. You know, before I never could go to anything because I was always at work. I was never in any of the pictures. I never had any of those memories. I just feel like I have gotten an opportunity in this last year to really experience the finer things in life. And I don't want to go back to how I was before, where I'm just completely overwhelmed with work. I never want my daughter to feel like she comes in second place to my career. Now, I do want to, finish my degree. I want to go into my field of study. But now being a mom, I just feel like that takes number one priority over everything else that's going on in my life, which, like I said, I'm still struggling with learning how to balance that. But I don't want to go back to work the way that I was before. If I go back to work, I want it to be on a smaller scale, responsibility wise and even money wise. I don't need to pay all my rent and bills by myself anymore. I just need to be able to have some money in my pocket to go and do things and whatever I want to do. So that's something that I've been really considering lately, is going back to work. And also another part of that is because I know my daughter, she wants to socialize. I really was against childcare in the beginning. And now I still kind of am. One of my best friend's moms works at a daycare. She works in the 1-year-old room. So she has openings. So if I decide to send her, that's where she'll go, is with someone who I trust and that I know is going to take good care of her. But I want her to be able to bring her little projects home from school and make friends and things like that. And I know I can't make her live in a bubble for all her life. Eventually she's going to have to go out and see the world. So that's something that's been weighing really heavy on my decision whether I want to go back to work or not. And then another thing that kind of prompted that is I went back to babysitting. And that just really came out of necessity. My sister needed me. So I was helping her out with her kids, and that kind of, I think, is what sparked it. Like, okay, I think it may be time, and seeing her around other children and things like that was like, okay, she's ready. So I'll let you guys know how I feel about that. I've been putting in some applications. I've updated my resume. I haven't gotten called in for any interviews or whatever, but at the same time, it's a really good feeling to be in this place and for it to not be that stress. Like, oh my God, I'm about to get evicted from my apartment, or bills are piling up and I have to get a job like ASAP. It feels good to just be able to ease my way back into the job force, if you understand what I'm saying. Let's see. I've also been cooking a lot more. As you guys know, I live with my in-laws, and both of them cook. My mother-in-law, not as much anymore. She hasn't really been feeling good, but my father-in-law cooks a lot. But Erica just brought it to my attention, like, you don't cook for me anymore. Like, she just really felt like there was parts of our relationship that I had neglected since having a daughter, and I didn't see it at first, but it's very true. I wasn't cooking for her. And like, my daughter was my number one priority over everything else. And so it was kind of like we just became roommates, or like two ships passing each other in the night. There was zero hanky-panky, zero alone time, zero date nights, like nothing. Like, we really, really had a lot of space. And it never was to the point where we felt like we weren't going to be able to survive, like we weren't going to make it through, or like we were going to break up or anything. But it's definitely something that once it was brought to my attention and my concerns were brought to hers, it's something that we definitely know needs to be fixed, and something that we definitely want to work on. So I've started cooking more and eating better. I've been using my George Foreman a lot more. I don't even know where that came from. One day it was just like, bing, George Foreman. So I had to hunt that out. Excuse me. I think I'm getting out of frame a little bit. There we go. So I've been cooking like lots of salmon and turkey bacon for breakfast and stuff like that. Brown rice instead of white rice. Lots of fruits and vegetables. Lots of water. We've pretty much tried to cut all of the soda out of our diet as much as possible, of course. Sea salt, things like that. So I'm trying to take better care of our diet as well as each other. I'm learning how to make time for myself. Before, I wanted my daughter all to myself. I wanted to be super mom. I didn't want anyone to ever feel like I was just dumping her off on them, or like I didn't really want to be a mom or anything like that. So I felt like I had to have her with me all the time. Now I'm getting to the point where I don't mind letting her go and spend an hour with her grandfather, so I have an opportunity to take a shower and shave my legs and clean my room and things like that. Like, I was really just trying to do too much. But now I totally understand that you do have to have a balance between being a mom and being a woman. So I'm grateful for the fact that, I do live with my in-laws, and that they're so close where I can just really just take her into their bedroom and just be like, here, she's going to hang out with you guys for a little while. She watch TV with them, and I can go on about my business. But when she's done, or when they're wore out, I'm right there to be able to, go pick her back up or whatever. So that was something that I really fought against in the beginning, is just trying to be super mom. And I'm starting to see the benefits of not being super mom all the time. We'll talk more about this in my update video for the baby. But I have started trying to wean her off of the breast. It has not been easy for either of us. And I think what I realized more than anything is that I feel a lot more differently about it than I thought I would. I thought that, like, breastfeeding is one of the most amazing experiences, you know, being a parent and everything, but there really is a really close bond that you get from your child when you're breastfeeding. And not to say that bottle-fed babies have less of a bond with their mother. It's just my personal opinion, how I feel. And my youngest sister was breastfed forever. And so it's like a family joke, like, don't let her be like Bethany, don't let her be like Bethany. And there's a lot of judgment involved, like, oh, I thought you had been stopped breastfeeding. Well, I thought you had been start minding your damn business. You know what I mean? Like, so it's easy to feel pressure from the outside, that you need to start weaning once the baby hits a certain age or whatever. I didn't listen to any of that, but right before her first birthday is when I started feeling like it was time. Besides getting bit constantly, she never has really rejected me, but I don't want to feel that. And then, like I said, with me wanting to go back to work and, you know, her possibly going to daycare, that's definitely something that's going to have to happen soon. I talked to her doctor about it, and he basically told me I could breastfeed as long as I want, but when I did decide to wean her, that to start her on 2% milk, and she was probably going to have a hard time with it because breast milk is so sweet, and so to give her either milk with chocolate syrup or strawberry syrup. So I've been giving her the chocolate milk, and she seems to be doing really well with it, except at nap time and bedtime. So we've been having lots and lots of tantrums, and it's just a lot more stressful than I thought it was going to be. It does feel nice to have my body back to myself, more than I was before, because like I said, I'm only breastfeeding twice a day now, sometimes only once. So it does feel good to have my body back. My breasts are getting back to their normal, regular self. I can fit my old bras again, things like that. But that emotional detachment, I feel a lot different about that than I thought I would. Like, it'll be like we'll go all day without breastfeeding, and then at bedtime when it's time to breastfeed, it's kind of relaxing for me too. Like, oh man, I didn't realize how much I missed these moments with her. You know what I mean? So dealing with that. I've been kind of, I wouldn't say it was depression though. I've been kind of just down lately. Like, I don't want to go anywhere. I don't want to do anything. I haven't been talking to anybody. I've lost friends. I've had family cuss me out because they feel like I never talk to them and I'm fake. And it's not really that. I promise you. Some days I just wake up and I'm just really, really down. Some days I just wake up and I'm just like, you know, all the days just kind of blur together. Wednesday looks the same as Saturdays, looks as Friday. You know what I mean? Like, so if there's anyone out there that I haven't talked to, or who feels like I stopped talking to them or disconnected from them, I promise you it's nothing personal. I just have been kind of down lately. And like I said, just trying to work through all these different emotions that I've been dealing with, trying to figure out what my next step is going to be as a mom and as a woman, and even as a wife / girlfriend. I know technically we're not married, but I do consider her my wife. So depression is real. It really is. And it's not like cut my wrist type depression. It's just kind of feeling frumpy, not really wanting to do anything, not wanting to really be involved in anything. And I want that to change. So I'm doing what I can and what I feel is necessary to get to that place. Other than that, we're looking to maybe take a vacation within the next year. Like I said, TTCing and being a new parent is hard. She's old enough where she could travel with us now. We do live in New Orleans, where we have a port where if we wanted to take a Carnival cruise, we could just park our car here, take the streetcar downtown, and leave. So that's something that we've been talking about, and that's definitely something that can be a lot easier for us to do if if I do go back to work. So keep you updated on that. Other than that, shout outs to all my BFPs, everybody who's having their babies. Off the top of my head, I would say Jazz and Raz. I don't know why I almost got their names mixed up. Rainbow Family Dickerson. Let's see, who else? Bree and Ray. Petra got hers. Let's see, who else? If I forget anybody, I'm sorry. This is why I usually don't do shout outs, because everybody's like, you forgot about me. I know Sonia and Bam are back in the game. I'm very happy to see that. Shout out to my girl Miss Lolly. You know, you my ace for life. I guess that's really about it. Starlita and the girls. That's really about it. Our sibling families. But I'm hitting 20 minutes now, so I'm gonna go ahead and cut this video short, but I'll probably record a video updating you on what's going on with Pinky once she gets up from her nap. So it was good talking to you guys, and take it easy, lemon squeezies. Oops, sorry.